Oh, yes. The Library of Congress, one of the world's largest, most valuable research libraries. Yeah. A couple days ago, I mentioned the libraries, and maybe some of the librarians are upset at me. Pooch. When you kicked me out of the library for typing too loud, you committed the crime of obstruction of harassment. See, you hindered my right to communicate with those in law enforcement. So I just want to make sure that if there's any librarian, library trustee, or any other person that thinks, well, I'm the family and I'm going to pay to have Paul removed from the library, pooch. The issuance of this document, yes. Basic rule of conduct and policy, ooch, on October 10th of 2017, yes. For 3 years, should you persist in utilizing library computers or networks, yes. Mhm. Mhm. Specific policy violations stem from your use of NL's public computer resources to conduct mass emailings, yes, to those that are in law enforcement, that I'm reporting that my civil rights are being violated. Yeah, my sons have been well, your policy said I was spamming, which has had the effect of creating an intimidating and hostile environment for many of the recipients of these messages. I often wonder why it is that any recipient of any email from my personal email account would have contacted the library as to ask why I was using their computers. Now, I think you violated my privacy. So, for any librarian that wants to kick me out, that their loyalty is to the family and the family's going to pay them, you get paid, you get at least 10 years in prison. Pooch. That's what it says. Oh. And every time that I have actually obeyed these rules, right, since October 10th of 2017, yes, because I had a conversation with the elected oath of office known as the library trustee, yes, the director, whoever intentionally harasses another person, hinders, delays, prevents, or dissuades any person from an official proceeding, testifying in, or attending, or reporting as in sending an email to a law enforcement officer, a judge of the United States. Well, that's what you did. If we went through every email since October 10th of 2017, every one of them has documented a crime. So for any and all libraries that think that they're going to just fuck me over, you exclude me from the use of the library's resources, and you can go to prison for the next 20 years. Does every librarian understand? Okay. Now, I have done what you asked me to do. I don't email, right? Any other law enforcement officers, oh, CPS, state legislature, yes. Except for the local elected oaths of office in the Senate and in the House of Representatives, yes. Local police departments, yes. And then the Army's Criminal Investigative Division, because any person in the United States can email the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and National Guard. They happen to be the national military of the United States of America. So if you're going to watch my use of who it is I email, because you said that it was intimidating for many of the recipients, as in the librarians that I had emailed, I'm not spamming. I was not given any due process. Nobody gave me notice of court hearings. Clallam County took my 5 sons 7 years and 3. Okay, so let's not have any talks about it. Okay, because you will go to prison. Obstruction by harassment. Obstruction of justice. Pooh. I have the legal right to email any person in any law enforcement, any oath of office, and any loyalty oath of the United States of America. Oh, clogging the e-communication system of the recipient agencies. Really?
Really.